I've been racing for 12 years. I've broken every bone in my body. Twice. I've crashed, drowned, and been revived. I've watched 15 of my close friends and rivals die. So, who wants to go for a boat ride? All right, kick me off. Without racing, there would be absolutely no reason for me to even walk around on this planet. We're the most winningest team in the history of offshore racing. We have 7 national championships and 2 world championships, and we just keep getting bigger and more popular every year.
Now that's how you kick ass!
My team has been with me since day one. If these guys made any frickin' mistakes, I'm gonna chop all their heads off. We are one big family. Shit. One thing they gotta do. One thing. We've been together a long time.
Oh, here comes Dave.
All I ask is that you have the camp set up by 8:30. Here it is, 11 o'clock. Put the beer down, you drunk. But when I jump, they better follow me or they're out. What's the big problem? I got my original crew chief.
He always lets me know his thoughts.
Every time it's exactly the same thing. All my original guys are with me.
If I do something stupid here, it can cost their lives out there.
If those drives break this race, I'm taking that drive off and beating you to death. And this new guy, he might just get us both killed.
The hardest thing I find is to be sharp. So you can't daze off for a split second.
It isn't like racing cars where you're on the road, the track is the same lap after lap. Every time we go around the race course, waves come in, the wind changes, the currents change, so the course is always different. You know, if you're going to race, you got to be on the edge. In order to win, I'll stick those toes over the edge. We do everything 100%. We work harder than any other damn race team out here, and then we obviously have the wins and the trophies to prove it.
That's saying something, man.
When we get into a town and we set up these tents and unload all these toys and put everything on display, the fans go absolutely crazy. We have 2 boats that we travel with. We've got the 32 Ford Hot Rod, we got a couple Porsches, we got a whole slew of Harleys, we got the Viper with the nitrous on it. A lot of times people look at my wife and go, "Are you crazy?" I'm standing there, I got 30 or 40 groupie chicks around me.
We love the muscle team.
Just loving every second of it. But, you know, that's where it stops. She knows that. I'm not going to cross that line. I mean, I'll get right up on that line, and I'll rub the line. You know, I'll kind of squeeze the line a little bit, but I'm not going to do anything like that. Yeah, we got the big show. But they know on race day, it's all go. My wife's always a nervous wreck, because I just think she thinks that one day I'm going to hurt myself pretty bad. I probably will.
If I worried about Dave every time he races or does something dangerous, I'd probably be dead.
You name it that I've done it. I mean, I've caught on fire, flipped upside down. We've sunk to the bottom of the ocean, been trapped inside without oxygen. People really don't understand the real danger factor that's involved in it. You know, your life is on the line, lap after lap, mile after mile. You know, we go out there and run 120 miles an hour in 7-foot seas in a 38-foot boat for 100 miles. I mean, if that boat goes over or breaks in half or somebody else hits in the side of you, I mean, people get killed, people get hurt very, very badly.
I'm primed and ready.
Well, every time they get in this boat to leave the dock, we don't know that they're coming back.
People die doing this. Death is a split second away.
What if I ended up in a wheelchair and I was out by the pool trying to get some sun?
I'd push you in.
Why? You know, my family and know I'm completely out there. I mean, I'm not like any of their friends' dads by any means.
I've learned to ignore you.
I think my dad is crazy.
I spent the last 13 years developing my legacy. Beautiful boats, beautiful girls, and my son.
I'm more into like art.
He wants nothing to do with it.
They could care less.
I think we need to get you in a dragster with the big love muscle on the side, a big cheetah skin dragster. Yeah.
That sucks.
I'm just making this up as I go along. My entire life revolves around being part of this sport, being on the water, being in these boats, and winning these races. That's the end of it. I tell everybody the same thing. When you walk down that dock and you see that black bag laying there with my ass stuffed in there and them zipping that zipper up, then you can say he's probably done. He's out of the sport. But until that time, I don't care if I end up in a wheelchair. They better lower my ass in there with a crane so I can get out there and keep winning. That was crazy.